What's up, you guys? It's Ruthie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to go into chapter 4 of 113 Minutes by James Patterson and I can't think of his name. Hold on. It's at the beginning of this. Hold on. Max DeLallo. But this video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, I suggest you click off the video now. You have been warned. 5 minutes and 35 seconds. In the 10 weeks since my son died, I've probably slept less than 10 hours. During the day, I'm bone tired, shuffling from room to room like a zombie, but at night, rest rarely comes. I toss, I turn, I pray, I cry. My mind keeps replaying my every memory of Alex over and over on loop, but they're never chronological. They always jump around. First, I might remember watching him when he walked across the stage in his adorable little cap and gown for his kindergarten graduation 10 years ago. Then I might think of the joyful look on his face the time he scored a winning goal for his junior high soccer team. Then I might see him making his first tottering steps in the kitchen of our farmhouse, the same farmhouse my family and I have lived in for decades upon decades, the same one that could be taken away from us very soon. Right now I'm laying in bed, sweating through the sheets thanks to the West Texas air, still blasting strong at 1:10 a.m., according to the old clock radio next to my bed. But I'm not thinking about Alex. Instead, I'm jumpy with nerves. My entire family, nuclear and extended blood and not, has just agreed to my hell of a plan. It still hasn't fully sunk in. Tomorrow we start putting it into. Hang on, I hear something. Outside. A metal clank. Distant but distinct. Having been awake most nights for over 2 months, I have gotten familiar with the sounds at these hours, like crickets, the occasional coyote howl. Other than that, there aren't any sounds. Our farmhouse sits on 10 secluded acres. Maybe it's just an animal, or maybe it's an intruder, or maybe I'm just hearing things. My mind is just playing clank. There it is again. I have to find out what it is. I slip out of bed and into some slippers. Then I creep down the hall. I pad right past the shut door of Alex's room, which I haven't set foot in since the day he died. I don't know when I will again. Maybe never. I reach Stevie and Kim's bedroom, give the door a knock, and slowly push it open. They moved back in about 2 years ago after Stevie's hours at the oil refinery were cut to help defray living expenses for all of us. Kim is dozing soundly, but next to her is an empty space. Great. He's probably out with Hank, Nick, and JD, tossing back a view, something they've been doing more lately to help numb their grief. But what's the point of having your retired Marine big brother sleep under the same roof as you if he's not sleeping there when you need him? Fine, I'll do it myself. I tiptoe downstairs and head for the kitchen. I pass through the doorway, which is decorated up and down with lines marking various Rook family members' heights over the years, and not just Alex's, mine, and my brother's, my late father John, my aunt Anna, and 2 cousins, and my cousins Matthew and Jacob, generations of us. But I don't have time to be sentimental, not now, not when I'm in danger. An emergency flashlight sits on top of our old humming refrigerator. Wedged behind the fridge is an even older Ruger bolt-action hunting rifle. I take both. I unlock the front door, step outside, flip on the flashlight, and survey the driveway and front yard. Everything looks normal. All sounds quiet. I exhale, relieved. Maybe I'm so exhausted I really am starting to clink. No, there it is. I'm sure of it, coming from behind the farmhouse. Gripping the flashlight and gun tightly, I slowly stalk around the side of the house, trying to crunch the dry grass as little as possible, so not as to give away my position. I reach the backyard now, where I haven't been in weeks. No sign of anyone, not near the house at least. But then my flashlight glints suddenly off something metal and blue leaning against the back porch. It's Alex's dirt bike, untouched in 10 weeks. A lump forms in my throat. The pain is still so fresh, but I quickly push it out of my mind when I hear another clank echo from farther out on the property. I start following the dirt path that winds along the fields toward our old barn. Crickets bombard my ears, mosquitoes gnaw at my face, but I keep going, rifle aimed and ready. Even when I reach the old tire swing hanging from the giant oak tree, the sight of that framed picture of Alex I love so much, my eyes burn. But I hear yet another clank, even louder now. I'm getting close, but to what? Finally, I see something strange. Light coming from inside our ancient woodshed peeking through the cracks. The shed is rotting and practically falling apart. Plus, it doesn't have a power line running to it, so where's the light coming from? I carefully approach. The door is open just a crack. I hear the hum of a diesel generator powering what I think is a set of work lamps. I can barely make out male figure backlit, hunched over what looks like a bumper. I'm so confused. A strange car, a generator. What the hell is it? I ready my rifle when I accidentally bump the door with the muzzle. The figure spins around. I get ready to shoot. It's my brother. Stevie, I say, throwing open the door just as surprised as he is. Jesus, Molly, I almost jumped out of my skin. I enter the shed and look around. Up on cinder blocks is what appears to be a 1900s Model 4 Taurus, a silvery blue, badly rusted one. Its hood is open. The engine is in a state of chaos, tubes and wires lying everywhere. What the hell is all this? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Stevie glances down at his watch. It's 1:15, he says a little sheepishly. Has it only been a few minutes since I crept out of bed? It feels like closer to an hour. Stevie looks away and starts wiping grease off his hands with an old rag. He seems embarrassed, like a little boy caught sneaking candy before dinner. I don't understand, Stevie. Whose car is this? Where did it come from? Were you? I trail off when I start to piece it together. Alex's 16th birthday was just a few months away. He'd be getting in his driver's license. Metallic blue was his favorite color. That lump in my throat comes back with a vengeance. Buddy of mine from the refinery had it sitting on his front lawn, Stevie explains. A few months ago, I gave him $100 for it. When Alex was at school one day and you were off at the market or somewhere, I had it towed. Then me and Hank pushed it into the shed. I've been working on it here and there since. Stevie pauses, then somberly runs his hand along the rusty blue siding, like a horseman saying goodbye to a beloved steed that has to be put down. I was gonna surprise both of y'all, but tonight, after we talked, I couldn't sleep either. Figured I should finally start stripping it for parts. I know my brother isn't much of a hugger, but I can't help myself. I wrap my arms around his giant frame and hang on as tight as I can. He embraces me back. He would have loved it so much, I say. We pull apart a little awkwardly. Stevie looks at his watch. I should probably get some shut-eye. I can finish this up over the weekend. But as he starts putting away his tools, I look over at the car and get an idea. Not so fast. You really think you can get her running again? Stevie nods. 'Cause you heard my plan, I continue. First thing we're gonna need is a getaway car. That is the end of this chapter. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.